about some line marking. If you've got any questions, put it in there. So we broke our machine on Friday, so it's gone into the shop. It's going to get new pump. It's going to get reseeded and redone. So we have just got to wait for some parts to come from the States where you guys are. So we've still got a couple of jobs booked in that we have to get done. So we're just going to do them by hand, go old school. So we've done the red, we put the sand down, and then we'll roll back over top, so nice and heavy. We'll come back in, we'll let that dry, we'll come back in tomorrow night and do the white. Then we've got to paint that island there and the roundabout here, I've got to paint that. And then, as you guys know, we're doing the top car park up in here. So we got the yellow there that we're doing. So we'll do that tomorrow night. We'll do the yellow, we'll do some white. Probably get these arrows taped out. And tape out. There's only 2 arrows on that job. So this one here, that one there. So I've already washed around them last night. So we'll just tape them out with a bit of tape. And then what we did up here, we just come through just before we just finished. So we rolled out all the black squares. So we just rolled that with a roller pole and a roller. They're not perfect because somebody rolled them out before, and they were just covering up old stencils, which is there's about 4 or 5 different stencil patterns underneath them, but we just got to come back through and mark them H, A, HB, HC, and like G. They're designated parking spots for like the bank and the restaurant and everything in the complex here. And then you got the shopping centre over this side. So just the start. And then I got my old boss helping me. Old boss is going to come in and save me a little bit of hard work. So what the black triangles are is designated parking bays for shop spaces. And over the time, as shops change ownership, they come in and they will just roll over the black bays, and then they'll just put their stencil, whether it'll be banking bay, and then the banking bay will have 5 designated bays for the tenants. So this whole top section of the car park up in here is all designated parking bays for the shops. So other people aren't meant to park in here. So the whole idea is they want to freshen it up for some reason. I'm not arguing. Yeah, I'm in Australia. So Sunshine Coast, Queensland, I'm in Australia. Coming over the States in another month, flying over for a couple of days, come and see Southeast Softwash. So that's going to be interesting, first time in the States. So I got my old boss coming in, he's going to use his line marker, and we're just going to blow out these lines, because I would do them by hand, but I would have to tape each side and then roll it with a 100mm roller. Which is not a problem, but I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 24. I got 30 lines just in this shopping centre, and then I've got another job down the road that we're going to need to spray another 10 brand new lines. So it's just easier for me to say, hey, can you come and give me a hand? We're going to knock this one out first thing Saturday morning, head over to the other one, knock that one out, and then it's all done. If it was only 5 or 10 lines, I could easily tape them out and just do it. But with so many, you know, there's 30 odd lines in here at 5 meters each line. You need 10 meters of tape. So you could just imagine that. There'd be like 300 meters of tape, like, what's that, 900 foot of tape. Okay. So I fly over to San Diego, and then I fly into Nashville, and then we head down to Roanoke, Alabama. So going down to see Cody's operation, and all his equipment and his skids and all that type of stuff, which, you know, is all interesting to me because I like soft washing and I like all that type of stuff. But, you know, sometimes I got my first hater the other day on YouTube, which was awesome. They said I was full of shit. I'm like, well, I'm full of shit. I'm the one working late nights doing 20 grand a week. He's probably sitting at home typing on his little computer that I'm full of shit, and I'm the one out here getting the money, and he's sitting at home. So I don't know who's full of shit, because I got evidence that I'm getting shit done. And Ron Burgundy, my mate has got a YouTube channel. He does four drives, and he's just painted a four drive in burgundy, and he's just called it Ron Burgundy. So if you want to go have a look at that, that is Tom from Rome Life, and he's just named his car Ron Burgundy. So that's really funny. I'm sick too, and I'm still out here getting it because in Australia, this is our financial year. So the middle of the year is our financial year. And businesses like the shopping centre will come to the end and say, hey, we got $20,000 worth of budget left. We need to spend it and get stuff done because they get a new budget come the new financial year. So they would rather say, right, let's get that stuff done because there's no emergencies now, and we're going to get a new budget come the next financial year. So that's what you find. You'll get a lot of council jobs, government jobs coming in, and that's how you start picking up a ton of money. So we start working days and nights for about a month, pick up all these jobs that are outside hours because a lot of commercial jobs come through, bank the money, and then we go on holidays afterwards. So, because when I come over to the States, I'll be having a week off because I lose 2 days coming over and 2 days coming back. So that's kind of where we go with that one. It's 28. So if you guys got any questions, let me know because I'm happy to pass on any knowledge. But these are just the jobs that I'm doing. At the moment, we've got a big roof respray as well. Like, these are jobs that I don't chase that come in from my previous background. And the roof respray that we're doing is $7,000 on the roof. We did the neighbour's roof, and then we've cleaned 5 other houses in that street. So we're already getting ongoing work coming out of that street. So they're the money streets where you start making 10, 20 grand out of one street. They're the one that, you know, that's the area that you always want to let a box drop and always touch base and get into those streets. But these are, so what we're doing, got to do the yellow down there as we wash. So the funny thing is they only want us to quote the roundabout. Got an island over there that's worse for wear, and an island over there, and then you got zebra crossing all the way down there that they didn't want to do. But you know, they might find money for other things, who knows. You got an arrow there that doesn't exist, that arrow there doesn't exist anymore. So as you can see, the line marker's gone, so we have to use a bucket and a roller. We'll just put the red paint in there. These, just pick these up for like $5 and just grabbed a roller. So there's a roof we sprayed the other day. So and then we did the black. So getting that done. So then all we got to do tomorrow night is we're going to do the white, the yellow, and then we'll come back on Saturday to spray the lines. So then this job's done. You get a nice little pay packet. And then I filmed this the other day, but I've killed my smart stream and it seems to be possessed on the voltage meter, because that should be reading, it's hooked up to a 12 volt battery, but it's reading 23.5 volts. So I don't know what's going on with that. But that was my fault, because I hooked up the skunk valve wrong, not knowing the direction of water flow. So, but I'm gonna get out of here. There's 12 reviews left, but I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. I've got to go run through. I've got a big quote on a body corporate that they want washed down every year. So it's, I think, about 100 unit complex, so it's nice and large. So it'd be a good walk around video if anybody wanted to look into that type of stuff. So I'll walk around it and price it out with you guys, and I'll probably do it live so then you can see it. That way you guys get a better idea on how I judge things, because it's through a painting company, so stuff like that doesn't hit the open market where the average person like me goes out to quote it, because they'd rather go through a bigger company for some reason. So we're going to go out there and price it, and they'll just tack on a little bit of profit on top of me. But if I get the price that I want, it doesn't really matter, because at least I know what it's going to take to do the job. And I rang her up today, and she's like, yep, they want everything. They want you to jump on each balcony. It's 3 stories high, so we have to get access into the units to get into those balconies, and then throw a rope down, hoik up the thing. So there's a fair bit of work in doing complex like that you have to allow for, and the hassle to do all that type of stuff. So we'll go have 6 hours sleep, and then we'll head up and quote. I actually got to look at another complex for another painting company tomorrow morning, so we might just film that one as well as the other one. I can't go live with the first one because I'm going to meet him on site. So I try. I'm like, so my goal is, like, that's my truck. Ideally, I want to build one more big truck, and then I wouldn't mind like a little ute with a little skid on the back, like a little mini skid. So I could go out and do pricing and quoting, and possibly tackle a roof job or a house wash or something small, and have the 2 trucks on the road. So that's my goal. You know, it might not happen for another 5 years, but that's my goal to get to. That's why we're doing SEO. We're building the website up. We're trying to get that lead flow. We're getting, you know, anywhere from 3 to 6 leads a day where we're quoting. So we're winning, 40 to 50% of those leads. So we need to almost double, we need to at least double our lead flow in to get to that second truck, because then that would allow us to get roughly $2,500 to $3,000 worth of accepted jobs per day. Truck drive by. Whereabouts are you? On the Sunshine Coast, so Queensland. But we are gonna go because this zebra crossing looks dry enough. It still looks a little bit tacky on this section. This is the last section I did. So, no, it's dry enough to dry over. So it's a really cold night tonight. So it's about 7 degrees at the moment. So it's got a nice wind chill, but the concrete was really dry, so it did soak up the paint really good. So what we'll have to do is tape down the red and get a nice clean cut line for the white tomorrow. So we'll do that. It's a bit extra tape to do it that way. Normally you'd probably just put a piece of rubber down. So you just go and get yourself a nice piece of rubber. You just lay it down so you get a nice clean edge, and then you just spray down the middle of it. But we haven't got the spray gun, so we're just going to do it by hand. So we'll tape the end, tape both sides, and then just roll it out, not really heavy, and then let it dry for an hour or two. So yeah, I thank everybody for listening. And if you've got any questions, put down in the comments, share it out, do what you need to do. But I'll catch you in about 6 hours to talk about some more commercial work. Catch you later.